I also don't put laundry in The Sims too because I don't want to do laundry as well.
But I like their little, I never do it either, but sometimes I like the little icon when they're like, I'm fresh and clean and I'm confident.
I like the idea of laundry. Like, I like making a laundry room, but then if I do that, then they're going to have to do laundry.
I know.
So I just, yeah, I don't do it.
The cleaning of it.
And that's why I hire a maid. And teen.
That could, I wonder if they're still working on the Sims movie.
I think so. It's Margot Robbie's. They're gonna like base it off of like something. I don't know, like some Sim family or something like that.
I hope it's like a Sim that realizes it's a Sim. You know how sometimes your Sim will like look in the camera and like look at you?
Yeah.
I hope it's
or they're like sitting here and they're like this, and I'm like, don't do that to me. I'm not here.
Well, welcome back to the Real House Guest of North Hollywood. I'm your host, Carson Frey. This is my guest co-host, Kim.
Hi.
Burley.
Kimberly Kim.
Jim Jones.
Jim Cones, yeah.
Jim Cones.
Jim Cones.
I always read it as Jim Jones.
All my friends call me Kim, but like Kimberly is like my government name. So yeah. So Kimberly to y'all.
Well, sometimes when Ezra and I go to Indy, like people there call me Frey a lot. And he'll sometimes
really?
Yeah.
It's like a fairy name.
Yeah. And he'll like call me it sometimes there and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, one time Devin, my boyfriend, called me Kimberly and we both went, that was weird. He's like, yeah, that was weird. Just feels like unnatural.
Yeah. Certain names are more natural with certain people.
Because like I definitely introduced myself to y'all as Kimberly, but then we just kind of adopted. Like Ellie the other day called me Kimberly and I was like, I haven't heard you say my name in months.
Kimberly.
Like I don't even think we call each other like by our names like at the house. We're just like, hey you. Like
you there.
Yeah.
Hey you there.
Hey you there.
I call B. That's it.
Yeah. Does she spell it B-E-E or B-E-A?
B-E-E.
Okay, cool. That's what
like the bug.
That's what I put in my phone. I wasn't sure.
Hers is B for me. So when she started going by B, I was like, makes sense because I've been calling you BB.
Oh.
Let's start with the Valley Persian style.
Okay.
Because I forgot to talk about last week.
All right.
Because last week when I was recording, I was just thinking about like all the political violence going on in our country.
Yeah, I feel like it was a very like tense time for like everybody. Even like my friends back home in Texas who like they're definitely liberal, but they're not like there's a difference between like I feel like Texas liberals and us California liberals. And even they were like felt very like tense and like down. So I felt like it was just like the atmosphere everywhere for everybody. Yeah,
and I felt like that this week too, but I did watch TV and like let myself escape this week.
I felt like it was easier to enjoy yourself this week than it was last week, which is totally fair. Like it's hard
and
right
seeing
now.
action happening, like protesting and stuff, it makes me feel like 1% better.
Yeah.
But the Valley Persian style, oh my god, I love this show so much.
I love the show so much. Nothing like I'm not shitting on like the old Valley, but like I love Valley Persian style because they were I used to watch Shaws of Sunset when I was like in like college and high school. I literally would watch it like with my dad.
That's so funny.
And like we would eat this up, and so whenever this came back on and Ellie was like, oh yeah, this is the Valley Persian style, and I was like, oh my god, I recognize all these people. I was like,
that's MJ Reza.
Yes, I was like, this is just so much more interesting, and like I just feel like they have a lot more drama that's enticing.
And I love the new people.
Oh my god, I love the new people.
It feels like at the end of Shaws of Sunset, like I like season 8 and 9, I think it was. Those seasons are so sad to me, and all the new people that came in felt random.
I agree. I felt like it was just like it left on such a sad note, and then by them trying to like add those new people felt so forced. And I feel like with this, the new like the Valley Persian style, even adding those new people in,
it feels so right.
It feels so right. It makes them, they feel so connected to the cast already. Yeah. And I don't know if that's just like a culture thing with like Persian people and stuff like that, but like they just feel like they've been friends for a while. It doesn't, there's not like that weird, like awkward, like disconnect you have when you watch like other reality or housewife
where they feel
shows.
Like they're put together.
Yeah, exactly. Like the one young girl in Beverly Hills. Like when I watched
Amanda.
that, I'm like, you feel so out of place to me. Like,
completely.
And I don't get me wrong. Like I have heart for you with like everything. Like, you know, you lost your child and stuff, but like, I feel like even just by like looking at you, you look so significantly different than the other housewives.
Yeah, and just an age difference too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because they're like what, like it's like what, like 20-ish or more years apart.
Yeah, I mean, Amanda has young children.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the women are
all
like,
their kids are grown. They're like in their 20s.
they're menopausal women,
Yeah.
and that's like what I love to see on Housewives is menopausal women.
Like I don't want to see a woman close to my age arguing about, like, I'm like, girl, I love you and I support you, but like I'm here for the menopausal woman.
But I love the Valley. It's like all these people, and there are some age differences, but not as much.
No,
and
but I feel like you
similar
can't
stage
tell.
in life.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone I feel like is like trying, you know, having kids or thinking about having kids or finding new houses and just trying to find like to settle in the Valley.
They're settling down. So my theory about the Valley now, because it's a franchise now, it's about people. What happens after you get fired from a reality show. and start your life? Like what happens after?
Because I feel like everyone always we live in the Valley. I feel like everyone always shits in the Valley. And don't get me wrong, I definitely like shat on the Valley whenever I first moved here, and I was like, I don't want to move to the Valley. And then I literally live a couple streets down from here, and I was like, I love it here. I was like, it's great. There's parking.
There's parking. Like, yes, it's a little bit hotter, but it's also like, I don't know, tight-knit communities.
Yeah, everyone, oh my God, everyone on my street. I know like every single dog on my street. Like, don't ask me what the owners' names are, but I know the dogs. I know the dogs.
I know the dogs. But yeah, and it was an interesting episode this week on the Valley with Sky shitting on the Valley. And I just
God, yeah. She was like, I don't want to live in the Valley anymore. Like, I want this and that. Okay, what's your budget? It's this. Also, her house having 4% interest. I'm like, girl, if you don't shut up and keep that house, you cannot buy a house now. Like, that's...
And what was her budget? Like 1.2 million?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was like, girl, you can't get anything for 1.2 million on the other side of the hill. You can barely get something for 1.2 million in the Valley.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be like
home.
That'll be like a 1-bedroom house over here.
Yeah.
Don't like I look at Zillow all the time, girl. Like I know, like it is.
You really need like a solid $2 million for the kind of home she wants.
The kind of home she wants. No, exactly, because like even like the apartments next to my house are like $800,000-$900,000, and that's like a 3-bedroom apartment with a porch. Like that's not anything.
She kind of reminds me of Amanda though from Beverly Hills, because it feels like she wants to appear to be more wealthy than she actually is.
Oh,
like it feels very appearance based.
Yeah,
to me.
like she's very just showing off and like and not really like,
because real rich people are actually so generous. You know, like the fact that she was talking about with what's her name. But the woman, she was like, I buy your jewelry. And she was like, at a discount. She's still spending thousands of dollars.
I agree with you. Like, real rich people are very, like, charitable. They just, like, give their money away because, like, obviously they have so much of it. They're like, why do I think about it? But, like, new rich people, I feel like, are very stingy with their money. But that just might be, like, I've never had money kind of thing, which is, like, fair on that point. But also, like, you're asking for 1 million discounts, and I know you make at least, like, a good, like, 6 figures a year.
Sky, though, I think is different than the rest of them, because I think she did grow up in Iran.
Oh, okay.
And she came as an adult, I think. I could be wrong. And like MJ, Reza, like they all grew up here, you know, so it's a little different.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell like the distinct difference between them. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. You know, seeing their dynamics. Yeah.
Who I love is Natasha. She's so pretty.
Yeah.
She's like,
Natasha is the one that got married to the guy
whose wife died.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God,
so
the
pretty.
last episode when they were talking to the medium and like the daughter started crying. I love how like she's just so open to accepting like her husband's grief.
I know.
And like that he was a different person and that like he had this wife and that I don't know. I just feel like it's so hard sometimes.
I was bawling
when like that happens, because I feel like it's the whole like, oh, like I don't want to talk about your ex-wife. I don't want to talk about your exes kind of thing. But she's just so open to it, especially since she's like dead and like she started this whole new life with him, gave this guy kids and stuff. And so to hear that from like the medium and be like, no, like she's really happy that you had kids.
When she was like, I like play with your kids in the morning. I was crying.
Oh my God,
dude.
yeah. And I feel like just felt so genuine, like seeing her react and stuff like that. And I feel like you could tell like it was real because she was like, I'm gonna go help my kid. Like I felt like she was so flustered that she didn't want to be on camera like during this thing. So that's why I felt like it was so real and like intimate in that moment. I'm like, she didn't want to be seen. She felt so much.
They have a lot of kids too, like 4 kids, and they're like little. I'm like, whoa.
Well, isn't there another couple? Wait, no, that's the other Valley. I was gonna say the other Valley has 4.
They remind me of Mia and Danny though a little bit. They really do. Just kind of like innocent, sweet, and a million children.
Yeah,
a million kids.
Because they had what, 4 under 4? Could not be me.
Oh my God.
Could not be me.
Literally, like one child is like
one child is enough. I have a 8-year-old niece, and like she's fine. She's great. Like I remember I used to babysit her, and I'd have panic attacks. But now she's 8 and she's grown. I'm like, I can handle you a little bit.
I have cousins that are twins, and I was like 13 when they were born. And I remember when I was in college, so they're like 4 or 5 years old, me and my friend would like babysit them because she went to ASU around where they live. So we would babysit them. And I would be like, this is so overwhelming. And that was for a night. It was for a literal night. And it was just 2 children. And they were like,
wait, how old were they?
They were like 4 or 5 years old.
Oh my God, yeah. I feel like if it's like anything under like 5 or 6, it's like way harder to contain, especially if it's 2 children, let alone like 1. Like,
but I love it now for them because they're teenagers and like they have each other. And I'm always like, oh, how nice it is to have a sibling that one you're always like a peer with. You know, because like...
No, I'm so envious of that. And I feel like you understand that too, obviously, like going through your grief. But like, I always wished I was so close with my sister when I was younger. Me and her just like bickered a lot. And like, I'm a child of divorce. So like, we saw each other like every other weekend. But like, I so like envy like the people who are so close with like their sisters and their brothers. And they have each other's back no matter what.
So I do like, although I think having a million children little would be hard, I think it's nice.
Yeah. I like the idea of having like a lot of kids and like a big happy like family. Like I'm watching Bridgerton right now and I'm like, I love that their family's so big and like they just have like this camaraderie and like they just like enjoy each other's company. And like I truly wish like I could have that. Like that's something, but I also am like terrified of like, I feel like I'm not terrified of having a kid. I'm just like terrified of taking care of it and like giving this child like a consciousness and like I feel like a lot of people just like the idea of having a baby and then it actually happens. And like don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of good parents out there. Like a lot of people are just like meant to be parents, but I feel like you either have it in you or you don't. Like it's just like something you're like it's in your heart that you want to have children, and then if you don't want to have children, it's not something that you can just like put there.
I think that's what's hard too is like I think it's hard for people to say they do regret having a child because obviously that's like you don't want to be the kid whose parent regrets it. But like I feel like if people were more honest, you know, about what parenthood's actually like, then you could make it more of an educated guess for yourself.
I agree, yeah. Sorry we're trauma dumping our why we don't or do want to have children.
My listener listening to this be like, I don't know, should I have a baby?
She's like, should I have a child? Hey Siri. I hear you say that with Ezra right here too.
So Adam on the show, I was thinking, because you know how he's like talking to Golnessa about the whole Dennis situation, and I was just like, okay, I like Adam on the show, but he's also the most boring white man ever, and I kind of hate him being on the show. I agree too.
Dennis is the one that Golnessa got like married to
for like 2 weeks.
That whole situation is crazy to me because like I don't understand. I'm like, do you hate him or do you like him? Because like, and then she invited him to like the birthday dinner, did not tell anybody, and I was like, girl, that's so fucking rude. And she's like, well, I didn't want to tell anybody because like I knew you guys would be upset. Excuse me? Like this isn't even like, this is like your good friend's partner's,
I know, it's
like
Adam's
birthday dinner. Like, why the fuck did you think it was okay and bring this random guy that we don't know if you actually like or you actually hate? Because I'm still so like confused by like that whole thing.
I mean, I remember when that happened in the news, I was like, well, Nessa's married? Like,
I was like, oh, and then like, I mean, like, I don't think they're good people. Like, not Golnessa, but like that guy, I don't think he's a good person. Like
Dennis,
at all. I'm like, and your friend that he hooked up with is not your friend, because like what kind of friend is like, yeah, I'm with your ex-husband or husband or whatever? I'm like, she's not your friend.
Did you see that Golnessa said in the press this week that like back in the day, like season 2 of Shaw's of Sunset, season 1 of Vanderpump Rules, she slept with Jax Taylor?
No. Wait, really?
She said they were like at a bar.
Wait, in season 1 of
Vanderpump. Yeah.
Oh my God. So what was that,
2.
like the 2000s?
Okay. Yeah, like 2013 maybe, I think she said.
Okay. So I was like in high school. Okay.
Yeah, so basically she said that she was at a bar with Sheena, I think Katie, and then they saw Jax.
I didn't realize she like actually hung out with the others.
Because they met each other up front. You know how like NBC and other networks, they'll send all the people from their biggest show to like present.
yes, I've seen
so
those,
they met that way.
Oh, okay.
And then they were at a bar and they got really, really trashed. And then Golnessa says she was just like, what, you know, when you just like sober up all of a sudden, she like sobered up and she realized she was on a mattress on the floor. She was like, where am I? And she looked over and she saw
on the floor.
She saw Jax putting a shirt on, and she said it was before Uber, so she said she had to call a cab to get home.
Ew. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about that mattress on the floor. That's so like, I'm a boy that just got my own apartment, but I don't need a bed frame. Oh,
yeah.
no.
I know. So bad. Also, I wonder if Dennis is Christian because he kept being like, Jesus. And I was like, it's kind of interesting in a group of Persians because most
That's
Persians
what I was thinking too, because I was like, most Persians aren't like of Christian.
No, they're Muslim or Jewish mostly. In my experience. I don't know. I'm like scared the one like Christian Persians listening.
It's going to be like, actually, you're wrong. And I'm like, all right. Because we didn't fact check.
Most of what I know about like Iranian and culture and Persians are from living in LA.
See, I have like one really good friend, Kimya, who I need to text back, who's Persian. She's in town right now, so we're gonna go get breakfast, but she's Persian. I'll ask her tomorrow and see, because like I feel like I know a lot more Armenians, and Armenians are more like Christian Catholic, like of that
well, that one
that
guy's
size.
Armenian on the show.
Yeah.
I don't really like him, to be honest. I just feel like he is like kind of like, my wife makes all this money and I'm just a guy and I don't want her going out. Like, I'm like,
which is so interesting because like I've met so many like obviously Armenians are very traditional, but I've met so many Armenians who like aren't like that, who aren't very traditional. I mean, here in LA at least. Like I have my good friend Sean, like he just got married and like he literally went to like the Taylor Swift concert with his wife. Aww. And like he was like, that was the best concert I went to. All these girls gave you bracelets, and like he just loves, I mean, he met his wife when they were like in kindergarten. Literally the cutest story, like they got paired up because they were the only 2 kids that didn't speak English.
Oh, wait, that's such
I know.
Wait, that could be a movie.
It's so
Producer
cute. Sean
Ezra,
and
write
Ashley,
it down.
they got married last year. They're great.
Aww.
But yeah, that's how they got, and they like just known each other since kindergarten.
Wait,
Ezra, write this down.
Cute.
He's over here writing it down.
That's so cute. Oh my God. Quick scene, but you know, I love how Mercedeh is going by Mercedeh instead of Mercedes, because I guess that's like the Persian. Mercedeh, MJ.
Okay.
I guess she
is
said.
the spelling different or is
Yeah, it's DH instead of an S. Mercedeh.
Mercedeh.
It's Mercedeh, I think.
Yeah, instead of the I.
Instead of the S. Instead of Mercedes. Mercedeh, but I love that scene where she's like putting on the moisturizer. There's just like, I could watch her do any little bit and I'll find it hilarious. It reminds
she should do one of those like Vogue Get Ready With Me. Oh my God. If she did like that for like 30 minutes, I'd be sat there watching it.
Oh my God. It made me think of her wedding when she's like walking down the aisle and she was like, hi. Oh my God. I haven't seen you in so long. You look great. Oh my God.
Like, girl, get down that aisle. This is what the reception is for. What are you doing?
It was so funny. Yeah. I could just watch her do anything.
I think she's just so herself too, which is really refreshing to see as well. Like she's not like completely like trying. She's just like, this is what I do. We're on camera. I'm just doing it on camera now.
When she saw back on Shaw's of Sunset, when she saw the fertility doctor, and the fertility doctor, she went to high school with him, and he's like, how old are you? And she's like, and he was like, well, we went to high school, so you're 40. And she was like, oh, I'm a little bit younger than you. And he's like, we graduated the same year.
She's like, no. No.
She's like the best parts of her mom too. Like, I know people hate Vida and they're like, she's evil, and I'm like, Vida is just a woman who is who she is, and she comes from another time and place.
Yeah, like you have to like respect those decisions. Like as a feminist, like I think it's just you have to respect women and like the choices and stuff they make, because like that's what I want. It's just for women to have that choice to do that. So like you have to
how what she says.
Yeah, what she says to her.
But I'm so glad she's leaving Tommy Mercedes.
I'm really happy about that.
I am so happy. I've always like, I would listen to their podcast and I'd be like, I can't listen to him.
No, he's
Like,
just
such
so
a
like
dick.
infuriating, and he pisses me off. Like I would literally be sitting down like watching it, and I'm like, why are you even talking? Like you don't fit in with anybody. You don't try. Like you feel like you just put people down.
Yeah, and he kind of reminds me of Vita in a lot. And so, because a lot of times I'm like, why did you choose him? But then you're like, that's what she knows.
Yeah.
You know? Because the way Shams was speaking to her, I'm like, he's way too little to like talk to your mom like that.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
But man, I'll watch her put on moisturizer.
Oh my God, please, if you're watching this or listening to this, please, Vogue, do like a get ready with me. It's just her putting lotion on for 30 minutes.
I love her.
The different moisturizers. She's so funny.
Let's talk about the car crash or when they went to like drive the cars.
Yeah.
Looked fun at first, but I was like, I would never do that.
No, the goat karting. I'm like, no.
Were they go-karts?
I think it was goat karting, right? Or
I
no?
thought it was like professional cars, right? Yeah.
Oh, yes, the professional car. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. I was go-karting. Yes, when the car like flip. I think that's such like a. I feel like obviously it's like a very like man like I want to drive cars and stuff too. But like who put them in that car and was like, okay, yeah, just go.
That's a liability.
I
wonder how they got the insurance for honestly production wise.
Yeah.
But I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about like the logistics of it because like.
They could die.
Easily.
And that girl who had that bad car crash, I'm like, that's kind of triggering.
Yeah, why would you go back and maybe it didn't affect her
Reza
as
was
much?
just being crazy. Oh my God.
The whole thing was like insane. I was like, this is going to end bad. I was like, you're getting into this car. This is not, I mean, obviously we knew it was going to end bad because we saw the preview, but I was like, come on. I'm like, this is not F1. We do not need to do this. No.
Yeah, I was like, this is a girl show. I don't need to see this.
No cars here, please.
No.
Okay? Carson doesn't even have a driver's license, guys. Please be respectful.
It's too triggering for me to see cars. I chose LA for a reason.
Yeah.
The most car-driven city. Okay, Beverly Hills. I know you're not watching, but it's a snooze fest.
Yeah.
It's a fucking snooze fest. I do love Rachel Zoe, though.
Which ones?
So she's new this season.
Okay. Oh, is she the like
stylist?
The stylist. Okay.
So Rachel Zoe, I was obsessed with in like 2003 as like a young child because she styled like Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Oh,
she styled Lindsay Lohan, like Britney, like Nicole, Paris, all of them. And then she had her own show on Bravo called The Rachel Zoe Project. And like she is that girl, and like she should have always been.
I'll have to go look at her outfits. Oh my God, that's so interesting. I didn't actually like think about like who dressed all of them. Their stylists, yeah.
It was Rachel.
So she was like the it girl for like styling back in the early 2000s. Okay.
Yeah, and now she's going through a divorce on camera, and like
So is she like a friend of the housewives, or she's
a housewife?
Okay. Gotcha.
We have two new housewives, her and Amanda, but
she's older than she's like more fitting.
And she's been friends with all of them for years, and you can tell, like you
the
can
whole
feel
Hollywood,
the history.
Beverly Hills of it all. Yeah.
Which is why I think Amanda is sticking out even more. Like I know you don't really watch the season, but you've seen enough of the season.
Yeah, I like skimmed it. Like the last episode I watched was the whole like tarot card reading and like Amanda leaving, and they were all trying to gang up on her, and then she went, well, my son died today, so I'm leaving. Which like, don't get me wrong, like I 100% I'm like, I get that, like that's totally fair, but why didn't you tell anybody? If I was her personally, I wouldn't have showed up. I would have been with my family on like the day like I lost my baby.
Bo said it best in the next episode that came out this week, because Bo's also lost a baby. She was like, there's one way of sharing grief and one way of using it as
like
a defense.
Exploiting it.
Yeah. She literally said, you're exploiting your grief.
Yeah, which isn't fair. Like
No.
it's not fair to it's first of all, it's not fair to anybody else, and it's not fair to you to like do that.
And it's
That's
not
not
fair
like
to
a
them.
healthy way to express and like move. I mean, obviously like you don't have to move on, but just to like move on in a healthy, respectable way.
Moving forward.
Yeah. There we go.
But yeah, it's a snooze fest. And then there's this one scene where
Boring.
all the girls are out to dinner. It's like Kyle, Dorit, Bose, I think Sutton, and they're all talking about if Kyle's going to file for divorce. And Mo,
she still hasn't filed for divorce yet? Oh, interesting.
and Mo just shows up and he's like, hey, what are we talking about? And then on Watch What Happens Live, Kyle says he was just walking around town and saw their production, so they threw a mic on him. But part of me also feels like it was a little planned, because just the moment he
comes in, it doesn't feel very like natural at all. Yeah.
And I'm like, how often are you driving? We see production
Around.
vans all the time.
Yeah, I was like
how
there's
did they
no
know?
way that you know that's that specific.
'Cause they don't
I
say
guess
Real
if you've been like doing Housewives long enough, you can recognize some of the people and the crew and everything. Yeah. But like but just by driving by, like personally us like living in LA, like we see production trucks and like everything all the time. There's no way
because it doesn't say who it is.
No, it's always like Sunset Studios, but that could be like anybody. Like I used to work at Warner Brothers, and they'd be like Paramount, Universal trucks, and a bunch of you would never know. Like you'd never know. They keep that shit locked down.
Yeah, but if it was just like how she said it was, how crazy for them to be like, when are you going to
hey, what's going on? Literally just like for that exact moment where they're talking about him. Like it feels very staged. I agree.
Yeah. And then the next scene was Amanda. So she bought Kyle's old house, and Kyle lived on the show for like...
Amanda bought Kyle's old house?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And then Kyle and Mo go to like see the house and see the changes. And then Kyle gets like super emotional. And she said she wasn't expecting it. And I even got emotional. I was like, Kyle, I watched you raise your daughters. Your 4 daughters in this house. And then Kyle's like, maybe if we didn't like try to get a bigger house, better house, we would still be together. Because
no, that's not true.
I know. And
wait, that's so heartbreaking.
It was and like Kyle's like bawling.
Yeah.
And Mo's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, that's why you left him, Kyle. Yeah. It's not because of the bigger house. It's not because
of this or like the financial. It's not because of like the physical elements of like your relationship. It's because of like those intimate emotional bits. Like he wasn't
But I do
enough.
wonder too, because they already had enough with that last house. And when they just want bigger and bigger, and when you want more and more, if you do like lose that, if like space is always better for a marriage, you know?
Oh, that's such a good way
more
of
money, more
about
problems,
yeah.
you know? And when he's traveling 6 days a week because you got to keep up, I don't know. But it felt very real. I really liked it. Let's talk about Traitors.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we watch Traitors every week together, us and like me and Carson and some of our friends. Yes.
And Thursdays are always such a hard day for me at work.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
It's like the end of the week. Yeah. It's nice to just like rewind or decline and just like relax with friends. Yeah. I agree.
So I was so excited for this week's episode.
They always like hyped it up so well. I feel like they always do this. I try not to believe like what they're like, this is the best episode, because I really thought like the whole episode was going to be like this whole banquet thing. And yeah, it was like interesting to see Jam get like carried off and stuff, because I felt like that was like very true. He was I mean, the whole season he's been very scared of like, oh, I'm gonna get killed, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, which I did enjoy them like taking them off. I wish someone brought this up on TikTok. I wish they would like reenact, like, you know how like they kill the faithfuls. I wish they would do like a reenactment of like them getting
murder
killed. And I feel like that'd be so funny, but I feel like they don't, because I feel like not everyone is like, you know, smart, would actually think they're getting murdered. Because I apparently heard like in another show, like they would do that, and like literally the audience was like, they're murdering the cast members. I'm like, why would
people are so dumb?
Yeah.
Do you think it was fair though that Jam got to say like, it was Lisa?
No, because I was like, I felt like that everyone was already kind of stressed and stuff as is, but by him doing that, I felt like I was like, that was so unfair, because I felt like if you had said anybody else's name, everyone else would have been like, oh, it's that person because you said that name, oh, it's that person because you said that name. So I felt like I agree, it was very unfair of them to be like, it's Lisa, she kissed me, and I'm like, but she kissed a lot of people, and
well,
that wasn't
he's so close, but so far away. But I think he had the vibe, he knew. And Lisa was kind of obvious.
Lisa, I love Lisa, but I'm like, you were such a bad traitor.
She didn't seem nervous enough at the banquet.
No,
she seemed way
they
too
made a
calm.
good point, like throughout the season, that she doesn't like tell you who she thinks the traitor is. She never is like, oh, I think it's you. Oh, I think it's this person because of XYZ. She just goes along with everybody, and I'm like, girl, that's super suspicious of you.
Yeah, and honestly, like Rob's gameplay was great gameplay.
And I know like online, like the thoughts are like mixed. They're like, oh no, Candace was great. Oh,
I think they both were great.
They both were
but
great.
They need to work together now.
They need to work together, and I don't think they're going to, because
ego.
Like I'm like, Candace, why did you say Rob? Like, you should have just said Lisa, or like, I mean, but also it makes you look bad now too, because you were gunning to protect Lisa and stuff too. So I feel like, and again, like, I feel like you can't really trust the edit for like next week's episode, because they make it seem like, oh, it's again Rob and what's her name again?
Candace.
Rob and Candace like against each other, like it's gonna be them. But I'm like, Rob is a straight, attractive white man. Like there is no way they're gonna gun for him. Yeah, maybe someone's slightly like suspicious, but I'm like, everyone is so like mesmerized by him that I feel like and I feel bad because I'm like, Candace, you are a good traitor, but like you're letting like your ego, your anger get ahead of you.
They both kind of are. Like they either need to work together, and I feel like the producers are going to force them to recruit next week.
They have to, because I feel like one of them is going to go home soon. But again, remember, Rob has that double, the 2 votes.
Ooh.
Right? Yeah. He has those
He
2
needs
votes.
Rob is centering men though too much, and he's protecting his boys when it's like, bro, you need to get some of them out.
Yeah.
I
know when they were so close to getting Colton out, I was like, dang it.
And I think Rob is going to try to keep Colton in as long as he can, because they're friends. Colton's smug little smirk when he got Lisa out.
He's so slimy, and it makes me like so disgusted. And you can tell like online too, like a lot of people after the show don't like him.
Oh yeah, did you see Peacock put out a statement?
Oh my God, that made me so mad because
the Love Island statement.
Because someone was like, "Well, no, they purposely pick these people because it'll draw an audience." And I'm like, I feel like yes, in some sense they do, but also like, why go online and then be like, "Oh, please don't bully these people. Don't stop bullying them." Like,
you knew.
First of all, these are public celebrity, like they're public people, like they get scrutinized all the time. I get that they did that, you know, for Love Island last season, like, hey, stop bullying and stuff, because those were normal people, like, you know, influencers. They were normal people before, but these are people who've been in the public eye for years. So to go online and be like, please don't bully them, I'm like, are they that upset? Like, can they not protect their reputation that much? They have to have NBC come in and swoop in and help them, which I feel like, if anything, is going to make it a lot worse for them.
I think Lisa, though, she said something like, what? Are you going to stalk me? Are you going to find me about something Colton said? And I think Lisa got in trouble because I heard Colton was threatening to not go to the reunion because he's not allowed to talk about the case. At all.
His stalking case?
Yeah, he's not allowed to talk about it because they settled. Lisa's mom was almost killed by like a
I was about to say, wasn't she, didn't her mom get stalked? Yeah.
So I love that Lisa's a girl's girl.
I love the way she exited the episode. Like, it was just so like Lisa Rinna.
She had a good run. Yeah, honestly, as a traitor.
She lasted a lot longer than like a lot of people thought. Like, I mean, I had faith in her. I was like, you can do this, girl. Like, you're Lisa Rinna.
Her outfits were great.
Her outfits were great. Yeah,
I did say
she did look like a little sailor boy at the.
She said her vibe. She wrote down non-binary as her fashion inspiration. I was like, I don't know if that's politically correct, but I like it.
Yeah, you could just say neutral. I mean, I think it was a really bold statement to go to the round table in a tank top too. I really like that. I feel like it just sends like a message.
And the jacket. Her biggest mistake, in my opinion, though, was wearing sunglasses so much around everyone.
Yeah. But I also just didn't like that they were just like, she's not acting like she's supposed to be acting. I'm like, are the housewives supposed to be acting a certain way, like just yelling at each other, and like that's just not how.
It feels like he's never seen Housewives, and he has this like caricature idea of what a housewife is.
Well, then what's her name? Dorinda was like, yeah, she is acting suspicious, and I'm like, Dorinda, no, she's not. Like, stop.
Yeah. And I heard Dorinda did a bunch of like low-key racist stuff to Ron.
I heard Dorinda was like really awful to like Ron and
I
stuff.
believe it.
Yeah, I believe it too. Well, because like you could tell like their on-camera chemistry was just awful, and like she was just so mean to him. And like obviously they didn't show certain things because apparently it didn't have to do with the show, which I feel like is such BS. But
me too, because I'm like, I feel like that's what the show's about, is social dynamics.
Yeah.
I wonder who. So I think if they make it to the end, I don't think Candace will. I think Rob might.
I think Rob has a really good chance, especially if he recruits people. I really hope he like. I was thinking like literally when I was watching the show who he should recruit, because I know you guys were saying it should be that I forget what her name is, the other Love Island girl.
Maura. I don't agree with that. I think she's too dumb.
I think she's too dumb. I think Maura just like hangs on to like whatever else anybody else is saying. She just like puppy dogs onto that stuff. And I'm like, you also don't have your own opinion yourself. You're just trying. I
think the girl from Top Chef, what's her name?
I think she would be really good. Or the other gamer, the one from Survivor. Natalie. I think
she's a bad liar.
You think
Rob
so?
knew instantly that she had the dagger.
Yeah.
But she could use that as her advantage later. I was so impressed
by that whole like thing. I was like, no, but I think, I mean, yeah, it was very obvious because she was like, no. And I'm like, girl, you fool at a full pause.
She could use that to her advantage later and be like, I'm a terrible liar. I'm not a traitor.
Well, also that, and they think she's a traitor like right now. But I feel like in the next episode, it's got to be like brushed off. Because I'm really saying like, what's her name? Candace putting Rob's name randomly was so weird.
Yeah. I think they both have the idea that they're going to win alone. And if I go, I'm not going to let him win.
Yeah.
Because she's just trying to subtly plant the seed.
Yeah.
Same as Lisa. Very excited though. We have how many episodes left? 3?
I think 3 or 4.
It's going so fast.
Yeah, I think we have 3 more weeks, but maybe like 2 episodes in 1 week, I think.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. We need it.
Yeah, please. Which has gone by so fast, but maybe I'm just like not keeping track of time for this season.
It's been great. I've loved every moment.
I loved every moment of it too, yeah.
You know who I think might go next, honestly, is Steven.
Oh my God, yes. I always forget about Steven.
They're thinking about him though as a traitor.
They're thinking about him. They always keep bringing up Colton in every, like, the last, like, 2 or 3 episodes. They've brought up, oh, Colton. He's, like, leading the way. But then they, like, when it gets to the round table, they're, like, they die. Like, it, like, shrivels out and stuff. I really want it to be Colton to go next. But I feel like it's going to be him. And I want the Traitors to win this season.
Me too. Traitors haven't won in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of faithful winning. The other stuff going on in Bravo this week I wanted to tell you about is, so Whitney from Southern Charm, do you know who he is? He's kind of like the older guy who was like the producer of the show.
I think so,
He's in the Epstein files.
I heard, what is that British housewife from the Traitors?
Caroline.
I heard she was in the Epstein files.
Interesting, because I thought Ratswell would have been from Roni, but
I heard after she got left and like people kept bringing it up, they were like, we don't care, like she's in the Epstein files, which would make sense because like I'm assuming she's like high, like up in like class when it comes to that, like in London.
She lives in Dubai too. So.
Oh yeah, in Dubai, I feel
Yeah. Another fun thing is, so Ultimate Girls Trip, which used to be like Housewives All Star. It's been in a pause for a while. Kind of, yeah, because it's like it was one housewife from each city and they would send them on vacation. Well, season 4 went bad because of some lawsuits that happened after filming. My listeners know. They're filming right now Ultimate Road Trip, which is because it's the 20-year anniversary of Housewives.
Are they actually like road tripping?
Somewhat, but they have like all the OGs and Nene's back.
Oh, cool.
And
Nene.
she's like, ugh. And they just finished filming and it was kind of, they have everyone, I think. Everyone. So I'm really excited about it.
I think I'll go take a look at that then.
Yeah. So
like, I'd like that you call it like Housewives All Stars. I feel like that's what they should change the name to.
That's what it is.
You get like a bigger audience with that.
That's what it is. Ultimate road trip. Like it sounds like road rules.
What if there was like a Housewives like competition reality show?
Oh my God,
I don't even know how that would like go down. Like what game they would play, but that would be like such an interesting concept. Hey Andy.
Reminds me of those stupid competition shows they had in the 2000s. Like I remember Paris Hilton had this show that was like, do you want to be my new best friend? And it was like a competition show.
Oh my God, no, I didn't know she had
It was when she got in a fight with Nicole Richie and there was like 3 seasons. I was like, why does she keep looking for a new best friend? Dang. What's wrong with the other girls? Well, this was a great episode. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Follow us on all social media. Bye. Love you.
Guys.